H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing, and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys supports 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus. One-time pay, lifetime access to live classes and videos. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For free demo class, visit h2kinfosys.com.
In your drive in which your OS is present. Okay. Now after it basically downloads it in the local drive, it connects your projects automatically with those jar files, and you are able to create scripts without any hassles. That is why Maven is so much in use. So what I need to do is define the dependencies for TestNG and Selenium WebDriver script, for example. So I go to Google out here, I go to TestNG site, and I see a particular tab called Maven. So here we'll have the dependency of your TestNG. So I'll just have to copy this dependency and paste it in the pom.xml file within the project tag. Just paste it out here. And only the other thing what we need to do is this: there can be more than one dependency for a particular pom.xml file. So these dependencies, which can be more than one, should be put within the dependencies tag. So control spacebar, put the dependencies. So all the dependency should be put within the dependencies tag. So what I need to do is that just copy this, cut it from here, and paste inside the dependencies tag. That is how we need to do. Done. So this is the dependency for TestNG framework. Now, next dependency what we need to have is a dependency of your Selenium WebDriver 2.53 version. So what we need to do is go back to Google and just write down Maven repositories. Here we'll get a particular repository called search.maven.org, and what we can do is that when the website opens, we'll basically give a particular keyword called Selenium in the search box and click on search. So this is the dependency. This is the latest version 2.53 Selenium for Java language binding. So click on this particular version. You will get the dependency for 2.53 version, which is the Selenium dependency for Java language binding. Copy it and paste it within the dependencies tag again. Paste it out. Done. Now what we need to do is save this particular file. The moment we save it, the jar file gets downloaded. Now you'll ask me a question: where does the jar file gets downloaded? So you go to the drive where your OS is installed. My OS is installed in C drive. In this you will have the users folder. So I'm using the Acers as the user. Inside this there will be a M2 folder. Inside it will be a repo folder. Inside it, if you go, there will be an org folder. Inside it you will have the TestNG folder. If you expand it, you will see the 6.8 version of jar file automatically downloaded, since we have put the version as 6.8 for the dependencies of your TestNG. Now we have also given the dependency of Selenium 2.53.1. This also gets downloaded in the same org folder. The org folder will have a Selenium HQ folder. If you expand it, you will get the Selenium Java 2.53 version, and this is a jar for it. The other interdependencies of this jar file also getting downloaded, if you see that, which I have not given as a dependency in my pom.xml. So once it is done, you see that this is where the jar file gets downloaded, and automatically this jar file gets connected with the project. How do I know that? If the jar file comes in the Maven dependencies folder, okay, you will see this 6.8 version of TestNG. So automatically these jar files, after downloading itself in the local repository or local computer, it gets connected with your project, and How do I know that? If you expand your Maven dependencies, you will see these jar files, and these are the jar files of your Selenium. Okay, now you're ready to go and create the the script. So I can now directly import without using the without adding the testng library. So WebDriver instance, I can also add the testng annotations out here. If you see, the testng library is not been installed out here right now. Now inside this, I can go to driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Control Shift O will actually import all the class files, and driver dot get navigate to a particular URL. Expand this. The URL I need to get it from here. So what I'll do is that I'll go to Google and type in rediff mail. This is the URL of rediff mail. I'll copy it and I'm going to paste it out here. After that, I'm going to go to driver dot find element by the XPath. The XPath will be the XPath of the username. So I'm going to go and use the inspect element. Right click, go to inspect, and this is the HTML script of that username. Right click, go to copy and copy the XPath and put it out here. The only thing I need to do is that this should be within single quotes, the value of the attribute. And I'm going to write down send keys out here within double quotes, and that's precisely kaushik.aryan@rediffmail.com. And the next thing that I'm going to do is get the XPath of the password. So I'm going to spy on the password text field, and this is the password text field. Right click, go and copy the XPath out here from here. So put out the find the element by the XPath of the password field and dot send keys. Oh, I need to change this to a single quote. The attribute value should be within a single quote. So dot send keys, whatever password I need to give. So I'm going to give, for example, test@1234, and after that I need to get the password of the go button. The XPath of the go button. So I'll just hover your mouse over the go button. This is the HTML script of the go button. It gets highlighted also if I hover my mouse over the HTML script. Right click, go to copy the XPath from here, and driver dot find element by the XPath of the go button. And this is the XPath that I have. This should be within double quotes. That's fine. That's the absolute XPath taken. Dot submit. There has to be dot submit. Submit, why? Because this is part of the form tag. If I see that, it's part of the form tag. That is why submit method is used. If a web element is not part of the form tag, you don't use the submit method, you use the click method for a button. So fine, that's done. So Now how do we run this particular test? I can run it directly from here, right click and run it as a test.ng framework. I don't want to do that. I don't want to run it as a test.ng test. What I need to do is I want it to run from the Maven repository, from the Maven tool. So what I can do is that I got to save this file first, okay, and open my command prompt and pinpoint to that particular directory path of the project. So right click on the project, properties, this is the path, copy and paste it and say enter. Now after that we need to fire certain commands. Let's say clean, compile and test. The command clean will actually clean the artifacts of the existing project which is present. If there is any existing artifact or documents, it will also clean the target folder. The compile will will be fired by the Maven tool to compile the project based on the Maven tool, and the test command will actually run the automation scripts made in source/test/java folder. So after this I'm going to click on the enter button. So it should open up the Firefox browser. Type in the username and password. The password was incorrect, but it is actually done the particular test. You can see that. And after that, it says me build success. If it is showing me build success, that means the test has been run successfully. This is the time taken, and test run is 1 because there is only one test annotation used in this particular class file called redeef mail test. Only one test annotation used. That is why the command prompt is also showing you test run is equal to 1. 0 failures, 0 errors, 0 script. Now after running it, I can just refresh the project, and this will give me the reports out here. The first report that I can get inside the Surefire reports folder, index.html, this will give you your test.ng report. Just open it with your web browser and it gives me your test.ng reports in chronological view. There's only one particular class file, redeef mail test, and this is the method name that I had given inside this particular class file that is coming, and it has passed. This is the passed method. This is how you can create a Maven project and run Selenium WebDriver scripts with it. Thanks very much.